Troy Bird has spent most of his life in foster care, aging out at 21.
I feel like I've lost a lot of foster kids, including myself, have lost that connection to their traditional side.
He said his own experience wasn't bad, but what does disturb him, the overwhelming number of Indigenous children in care.
It's sad when you look at all the Indigenous youth being taken away from families and being put into homes before, the parents are given a chance to work to keep the children.
In Canada, just over 7% of all children are Indigenous, but they make up more than 52% of kids in care. In Manitoba, the rate is even higher, about 90%.
There's a huge power differential between...
Raji Mangit is with the BC legal organization that has been researching the province's care system.
It's sort of like apprehend now, ask questions later, and that kind of manifests itself in not maybe going as far as you could go in thinking about how to support and keep the family together.
Last year, the federal government implemented new legislation that lets First Nations take over jurisdiction of providing care. $500 million over 5 years was promised, but some don't know how far that funding will go.
When you divide that up between all the child welfare agencies in Canada and the overwhelming kind of need that is there, I'm not sure how much of that is going to trickle down.
Now I'm a part of what they call the millennial scoop. It just hasn't stopped.
Shane Oskey, who spent years in care, says there needs to be more physical and financial support.
Just housing subsidies, because BC housing is so overrun, and how is a person supposed to create stability for their child in order for them to feel permanency if they have to keep moving because of the cost of rent?
With extra support, she says, families might be able to stay together in the first place. Briar Stewart, CBC News, Vancouver.